Bye.
I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire.
Crypto is complicated, but as a tax expert with crypto experience, you can hand your taxes off to me. You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Intuit. TurboTax Live.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years, but I smoked and I got heart disease. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
The cocktails are awesome, so you won't be disappointed.
Oh, yes.
Happening now.
When I come outside, there was a big old fire truck in my living room.
After an overnight crash, a fire truck ends up in several apartment units. We will hear more from residents who are left cleaning up this mess. With a lack of rain in our area coming up, how soon SAWS customers could see us raise up to stage 2 water restrictions. Next.
And unfortunately, we can't trade this for a good soaking rain, so I guess it's just time to embrace some good Fiesta weather. It will be unseasonably cool for the rest of Fiesta. We'll talk about that from my medal giveaway. See you live from Las Palapas and Southeast Military Drive. The News at 5 starts right now.
At first at 5, do you know this man? His name is Vernon Keno Dixon, and the San Antonio Police Department say he is wanted in connection to the murder of 19-year-old Avante Boyce.
Boyce was shot and killed last week at an apartment complex on Hayes Street. According to SAPD, Dixon, known to be a blood gang member, and frequents the east and west sides of San Antonio.
If you have any information about his whereabouts, call SAPD at 210-207-7635. Take a look at this guy. He is 20-year-old Draven Renee Reyes of Seguin. He's also wanted in the murder of 18-year-old McKaylin Ann Marie Smith. Seguin police say she was fatally shot on Monday at a basketball court.
Another 18-year-old man who was with her was injured. If you know where Draven Reyes is, Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for information leading to his arrest. The phone number to call, 877-403-TIPS.
A threat from Governor Greg Abbott today regarding immigration. The governor saying Texas is prepared to send migrants to the nation's capital, where the Biden administration can immediately address their needs.
All of this has to do with President Biden's expected announcement ending an emergency health order called Title 42. It allows Border Patrol to turn away migrants due to COVID.
Governor Abbott saying in part, quote, to help local officials whose communities are being overwhelmed by hordes of illegal immigrants who are being dropped off by the Biden administration. Texas is providing charter buses to send these illegal immigrants to Washington, D.C., end quote. Title 42 is expected to be rolled back next month. You can read more about this topic right now on KSAT.com.
Now to the latest on an apparent murder-suicide in northeast Bexar County. We're still working to learn the names of the man and woman who were found dead in what Bexar County sheriffs describe as a case of domestic violence. The two people were found by Converse police at around 1 o'clock this morning in the 7,000 block of Hickory Ridge. However, it was BCSO who received a 911 call from the woman earlier in the day saying that she had been shot. But by the time officers arrived, both the man and the woman were dead. Cleanup now underway at an apartment complex on the city's west side after a San Antonio fire truck was sent crashing into it last night. Now about 17 residents are without a place to stay.
Patty Santos has more from one of those residents who was inside her apartment just feet away from where that fire truck ended up.
Carol De Leon is thankful no one was injured last night after a fire truck crashed into her apartment complex.
I come outside, there was a big old fire truck in my living room.
It happened near the intersections of Hillcrest Drive and West Quill Drive, not far from St. Mary's University. The fire truck landed just steps away from where she sat watching a movie.
When the truck hit the wall, all the wall, the sheetrock and everything flew at me, and I just looked down and I ran back in the room and woke the these guys up and told them to get up.
According to San Antonio Fire Chief Charles Hood, firefighters were on their way to a fire on Culebra Road when a silver sedan crashed into the back of the truck, pushing it into the apartment building. The force took out the stairs and damaged a balcony.
We avoided a tragedy here because this fire truck is absolutely totaled.
Several residents stuck on the second floor without any stairs or ladder down. The Red Cross is helping 17 displaced families. Their driver that caused the crash left the scene and is still on the run. Now the complex management is rushing to fix the damage and get residents back to their homes.
It's worse than I even imagined, but it's all fixable and nobody's hurt, so that's the most important thing.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Check out traffic right now. Let's go to I-37 in Houston near downtown, and you can see traffic in both directions moving along quite smoothly this afternoon.
Here we go again. It's officially the second night of NIOSA down at La Villita. It's a night of Old San Antonio, an official Fiesta event.
Now the gates actually open in just a few minutes, but as you can see, vendors already set up waiting for tonight's festivities.
There's always a huge crowd on Wednesdays. It's due to a lot of things, but this weather is certainly going to bring out a lot more people this year.
Absolutely. If you're heading out tonight, one person you might run into, Stefania Jimenez. She's actually out having fun in her first Fiesta experience.
Yes.
She joins us live from La Villita. Stefania.
Looking the part.
Yes, and you know what I love about this? There's so much that's said about San Antonio and how multicultural it is. Well, you get to see that here. This is like a micro version of that event. So here we're standing by south of the border, which is one of the 14 cultural areas here. And look at this. No, it's not as full as it usually is because the gates here haven't opened yet. What you're seeing are just a whole bunch of vendors getting ready for this event to welcome thousands and thousands of people. People are just super excited here. You said it before, the weather is cooperating. I believe my photographer was just showing you some beef tacos. There's some beer stands here. So it's just a super exciting event. A lot of people, maybe it's because we didn't have this event last year. People are just ready. They just want to get out, see the rest of San Antonio, meet some people, and this is the perfect place to do that. But by the way, this is also a great place to get your grub on. I'm going to walk on over to Broadway Chicken, where I have made a friend. Her name is Margaret, and she's going to tell us all about Broadway Chicken, how it's prepared, and yeah, let me see that.
How are y'all doing today? Happy Fiesta.
Happy Fiesta. All right, so tell us what goes into this. It looks a lot like chicken on a stick. What makes this a little different?
So this is breaded and baked, and we serve it with a jalapeno on top. It's 2 chicken strips, and it's only 8 tickets. We break them in the oven here. See? And then we just put them on a stick and with a jalapeno and hand it out.
Okay.
Yes, super awesome. So delicious.
Thank you. And you know, the line here is just going to be insane. So it's good to get here early, even though it is kind of hot right now. But you know what? This day is also about, or Fiesta is also about having a good time, having a laugh. And that is why I'm going to send things on over to my friend Lee Waldman, who's joining us live also in downtown for Coronation to tell us more about what's going on there. Lee.
Hey, Stephanie, I hope you're having fun at NIOSA. I know last night was a lot of fun, so I know you're in for a good time. We're in for a good time here at Empire Theater because Coronation is happening tonight. Normally, we know Coronation is a satire of the year's past events, talking about what's been going on. Well, it's been a few years since we've had it, so we know these actors have a lot of ammunition and a lot of targets in store for all of us. We talked with Jesse Mata, a.k.a. King Anchovy, the 55th. He promises this year's show is going to be one to remember. You can expect to see the play poke fun at local, state, and national events and people. We asked the King if he's got his royal eye on anyone in particular, and he's keeping that close to the chest, only hinting his performance will be political. In years past, we've seen several Spurs players featured, even the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. So it's up to your imagination what this show will actually feature until the curtains raise at 7 p.m. Now, parents, this is going to be a night out for you. Leave the kiddos at home. Call your favorite babysitter. We asked King Anchovy, how much of this are we actually going to be able to show on TV tonight? And he said at least a handful of seconds. Now, it's just laughs in store tonight. We're actually doing all of this for a lot of really good causes. So coming up at 6 p.m., we'll talk to you about the different organizations that are going to benefit from Coronation. We'll send things back over to you, Stephania.
All right, Lee, thank you so much. And so you know what's funny about this? All right, so I have my little chicken on a stick here, which smells fabulous. And because of the wind, I just keep getting the fumes, and I just can't wait to sign off here so that I could take a nice little bite here of my chicken on a stick. But the winds are really fueling that odor. I have to tell you, if you're by Nyosa here or La Villita, you can smell the food probably from miles away. But let's talk more about the weather. For that, we're going to send things on over to our friend Adam Caskey, who's joining us live from Southeast San Antonio at Las Palapas, where he is giving away some awesome medals. Adam.
Yes, and you know, Stephanie, I like to think that the wind today is just spreading the fiesta fun, especially here, Las Palapas, Southeast Military. We got a good crowd. This is just a fraction of the people we have here lined up. We're going to start giving away the medals shortly after we talk weather in a little bit. It is a one-of-a-kind and the first ever bobblehead medal ever made. The first bobblehead. We figured it fits because I'm kind of a bobbly head, so, you know, it's kind of fun, good way to do that. So I'm going to give you an update on how many we'll have left once everybody gets through the line later on. The winds are going to subside, but don't worry, we'll still do our best to spread the fiesta fun. We don't need the wind for it. And we are going to be unseasonably cool as well. Get ready for some kind of chilly fiesta mornings. Doesn't sound right, but we'll give you the details in just a bit.
Adam, thank you. And yeah, I have to tell you, I think I have the best assignment of the day because I'm just double fisting it here. I've got some nice fried jalapenos from our friends here. So just awesome event. The energy is great. Remember, the gates here open up at 5:30. This event goes till 10:30. And just in case you're watching this and thinking, oh shoot, I have plans today. Don't worry, because this is the second of the four-day events. You can come tomorrow, Friday. And who knows, I might see you here. And I can't wait to leave you so that I can take a bite out of this, all right? Sending it back on over to you, Steve and Ursula.
Yes, there's an etiquette about eating on camera.
There you go.
We got it.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yes. And as Adam mentioned just a few minutes ago, we all need it. We haven't had much of it lately. Rain, and that is an issue here.
Yeah, happening right now, the largest regional conference on water actually taking place with record turnout. Is featuring the greatest minds from the water and wastewater industries.
With the conference being in San Antonio, drought, just one of many important topics. We took the opportunity to ask Saws about potential upcoming water restrictions.
There's a good chance that we'll be going into stage 2 water restrictions. So as a result, you know, it's not a big deal. It just means shorter hours to be able to water.
That means irrigation watering only allowed once a week from 7 to 11 a.m. and 7 to 11 p.m. on your designated day. Hand watering is still allowed anytime. Hey, coming up, we're sticking with our Fiesta 2022 coverage. Adam Caskey's medal giveaway on the southeast side. Look at the crowd out there. Hi, everyone. We'll check back in with Adam when we come back.
Myra Arthur here in the KSAT 12 newsroom. We have been talking all week and then some about the need for rain. Well, right now, dry weather, low humidity, and those gusty winds across South Texas, all creating the perfect fire climate. As firefighters are now preparing for the possibility of more fires this week, how are volunteer fire crews in cities like Poteet meeting the demand? Tonight at 6, Alicia Barrera tells us about the community's effort to boost the morale of those who volunteer to keep them safe. Plus, a conversation with an American missionary in Ukraine. He's been there for decades, but now his mission has drastically changed. How his church is transformed into a place of refuge as people try to flee the country and the ongoing war. Those stories and more coming your way on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. We take a look over the Beethoven Manor Gartenfest. is taking place tonight. As you see, they have the many flags out there. It looks like a line of people waiting to get in. Again, this is at Beethoven Manacor in the King William neighborhood.
Meantime, yeah, we're still fiestaing, and we've got a lot going on. We got the medal giveaway going on at Las Palapas, all sorts of things.
Yeah, so the story behind this is supply chain issues. Adam Caskey's medal delayed, but it is here now.
And
Adam.
it's a collector's item already.
Already, because this is the only medal giveaway for my medal. You know, we've been through all the supply chain issues and delays. We're all understanding of that these days, and the bobblehead is in. It is the first one-of-a-kind bobblehead medal ever made. Yeah! Look at the crowd. It's such a great crowd. Las Palapas, Southeast Military. We're going to start giving away the medals really soon. We're situated right now near the Fiesta drive-thru. I don't know if you've seen the ads, Air, but actually they have a Fiesta-themed drive-thru. You can get chicken on a stick and a bunch of other Fiesta-themed items just through, I think it's April 10th, so pretty fun that they're incorporating that. And like I said earlier, this wind, it's just spreading the Fiesta fun all around town, right? That's what it's doing, spreading the fun. So let's chat really quickly about the weather, then we'll get into some of the other fun. First, a look at temperatures, okay? So near where we are, Stinson, 85 degrees. Lower 80s as you get into northern Bexar County, and then some 70s up into the hill country, but it feels great. Hard to believe it's Fiesta with this kind of weather. And you look at the winds, it's been howling today. We've had gusts over 40 miles per hour, steady winds in the teens right now, but periodically kicking up to 30 miles per hour. And of course, it's a dry wind, very dry air coming in with that north wind. Dew points now in the 30s. So that's why it's comfortable outside, but unfortunately the comfortable weather doesn't make rain, and it contributes to the fire danger, this dry weather. So let's talk about the wind, because that's one of the factors along with the dry air. And notice through the evening and tonight, the wind is going to pump the brakes a bit. It's not going to be completely calm, but it will be pumping the brakes. You look at that line graph, how it tilts downward as we go through time. That indicates the wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour later on tonight and on into early tomorrow morning. So this evening, by 8 o'clock, 72 degrees. 10 o'clock, 65. And then, hey, get this, tomorrow morning, 47 to start the day. Woo! Even some lower 40s in the hill country. Comfort, Bernie, 43 degrees. And then by tomorrow afternoon, right up near 80 with sunshine and low humidity again. But you will notice the wind a little bit tomorrow. Nothing like today, okay? Not like today, but we will see some gusts up to about 20 miles per hour, maybe 25 miles per hour. The Futurecast indicates it. And so, unfortunately, it's another situation with our dry conditions. Even a bit of a breeze with this dry air can cause any fires that start to spread very rapidly. So keep an eye out for the fire danger conditions tomorrow and another red flag warning. Here's a look at our rain chances. I wish I had better news, but it's only 20% Sunday and Monday, and then on Tuesday we bump it up to 30%. We'll have some southwesterly flow aloft. It's what I like to call dirty flow, because it just throws some just random rogue disturbances our way, and they can sometimes kick off some showers and storms, but nothing widespread. You know, I wish we could trade this weather for a good soaker, but since we can't, I'm just going to embrace some good Fiesta weather, right? Since we can. Sunny all day tomorrow, 47 in the morning. By 5 o'clock, 79. Nyosa tomorrow at 8 p.m., 70 degrees. What? Is that a typo? We're not sweating together? That's crazy. And then you look ahead, Friday morning, Battle of Flowers, morning temperature of 42. Parade time is 9 a.m. We'll probably be in the mid-upper 40s at that point. And then sunny and near 80 by the afternoon. Flambeau looking good, low humidity, sunshine, mid-80s on Saturday. Then the humidity starts to come back into the picture by Sunday, and that's one reason, along with that southwesterly flow aloft, that we could have a few of those rogue pop-up, isolated showers and thunderstorms getting going. And we've got the party going here. I've been seeing the guys walk around, giving out some on their tray of margaritas, passing them out to the folks and selling margaritas. Oh, we're going to do the giveaway right now. Let's see if the winner's on this side. We've got a lot of people here. All right, 669. Okay, we're going to start giving away the medals basically right now, but I anticipate having many left over. So if you're in the area, you weren't be able to make it here now, this is an extra big medal giveaway, and I'm anticipating many extras. I'll be here through 7 p.m. You can swing by and check in. We'll see you at 6. Confetti time at 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
Well done. Thank you, Adam.
All right, the Spurs last night took care of business.
Yeah, they did. And they did a great job, especially against Nikola Jokic, because he did score 41, but they didn't double him and made other people beat them, and they did not. When we come back, the Spurs are in. The only question is now, will they play at home or will they play in New Orleans? And the Lakers are out. Coming up. San Antonio Spurs have guaranteed themselves one more game after the regular season ends on Sunday. The only question is, will they host the Pelicans in the play-in tournament, or will they travel to New Orleans to see if they can live to play another day? It's after they were able to stun the Nuggets in Denver last night. They did it without their star player, DeJounte Murray, who missed his 3rd straight game with a respiratory illness. Others stepped up. Zach Collins comes up with a big-time steal. Keldon Johnson scoops it up in the process. He takes you the other way. That capped off a 7-0 run to start. More defense now. Josh Richardson rips the ball away from Aaron Gordon, slams it down. Spurs lead by 2 after 1. Now we go to the second. Devin Vassell is part of a 19-4 Spurs run with his 3, and the Spurs are up at the half 64-44. The Nuggets came back storming in the 3rd quarter. Nikola Jokic helps cut the lead down to 10 with his 41 points, but watch Zach Collins and Joshua Primo run the pick and roll to perfection as part of an 11-2 Spurs run. Now a 13-point lead, but here's the play of the game after missing 2 free throws. Trey Jones helps Jakob Poeltl get his mojo back with a perfect alley-oop, one of his 10 assists, and quick congratulations. Spurs win it 116-97.
I'm proud of that achievement, but it's not about being satisfied. I don't think we're satisfied yet. We want to take those opportunities and win those games and make it to the playoffs. Like, we just extended our season, and we want to make the most of that.
At this point, it's all about taking care of us, taking care of what we got to do. So whatever they got going on is what they got.
The Spurs have, in effect, eliminated the Lakers from any chance of the postseason with their surprise win in Denver. The Lakers' expected loss against the number 1 seed Suns last night in Phoenix. LeBron James sat this one out, again with that sore left ankle. And the Lakers had no answer for Devin Booker. He scored 32 points to lead the Suns to a franchise record 63 wins, 121-110, sending the purple and gold packing for the summer at the end of the regular season. Booker then gave his signed jersey to broadcaster Al McCoy. He's in his 50th season as the Suns play-by-play announcer. In order to move up to 9th play-in position and host the Pelicans, the Spurs must finish 1 game better than New Orleans after their win last night in Sacramento. C.J. McCollum and Jackson Hayes combined for 46 points in the 123-109 victory, putting the Pelicans 1 game ahead of the Spurs with 3 games to play. So here are the final 3 for both teams. We'll put it by comparison. The Spurs have the Wolves on tomorrow, Saturday the Warriors, Sunday the Mavericks in Dallas, and the Pelicans have tomorrow the Blazers, should be winnable, Grizzlies, that'll be a tough one Saturday, and the Warriors on Sunday as well. So very comparable schedules and pretty tough for both teams. We'll see how they turn out.
Can you say that one more time? The Spurs effectively did what?
Eliminated the Lakers.
That feels good.
It's got a ring to it.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Before we go, we want to give you a look at this traffic trouble spot. This is I-10 at Probant. We think these are the eastbound lanes. You can see a fire truck on the scene and a lot of slow traffic.
Yeah, I got to guess the accident is just on the other side of these emergency vehicles. As you see here, at least 2 lanes are closed. We're going to continue to monitor the situation. Again, this I-10 at Probant.
Thanks for watching the News at 5 with us.
See you at 6.